Today is the day. We have Dewayne on today, and we're gonna get into his counseling and what type of counseling he does. I know he talks about relationships, so this is gonna be about relationships. Single men, single women, get on here.
You have been on social media these last couple of blowing up, giving relationship advice to men, women, and it's raw, it's authentic, and everybody is who is Dwayne? Who is Dwayne? Wayne's counseling, and
Right.
all these people posting. So, like, how did you get started with this? Like, what was your vision for this?
Well, to be honest with you, I had started from behind bars, believe it or not, and
Mm-hmm.
with my mama's wisdom and keeping up with the economy, ain't had nothing to do in there but read and work out, and eat.
Right.
So I just I put behind, while I was in there, I hung with some old school cats and they kept me focused. My life experiences as well, I ain't always been Counselor Wayne. So,
Right.
right. So, a lot of that has a lot to do with it. My personality um, is very real. It's very different because
Very.
I'm a people person. Believe it or not, even though it sounds funny, I don't really like people. I
I
don't.
get that though.
Right. But yeah. So this is definitely God given. I was cool in this truck. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just doing my own thing, staying out the way, flying under the radar. But me not having that accountability, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm gonna say this: me not following the accountability that was placed inside of me to know, you know
Mm.
what I mean? So
Right.
definitely, I do love helping people with their relationships. I've experienced a lot of different types of situation and relationships. So
Right.
um, I felt like before I die, I need to, give my generation mainly, something to really think
Right.
about because a lot of our parents worked 2, 3 jobs. I'm from the trenches. A lot of our parents really tried.
Mm-hmm.
They did the best they could, but some of us really don't know, and that's okay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's pretty much where it stemmed from originally.
I like the authenticness of your counseling. Like you keep it like raw, like uncut. Your posts, they have me like cracking up. Like you most people would think like, oh, a counselor's not supposed to say that. But in this day and time, you need somebody to be real with you. And so I appreciate that because you don't cut any corners. You're like a straight shooter, like guns blazing. I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. This
Right,
is how I feel. This is my perspective.
right.
I'm not trying to argue with anybody, but I know,
Sometimes I will.
some people,
Sometimes
yes,
I
you
yeah,
will.
because it's healthy. Social media. Okay, so listen.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the truth. Social media is the jungle. I like to call it the jungle. But a lot of us are from the same jungle. Think about it like this. There's I don't know how many millions of people on Facebook alone, and they all have their own personalities. They all have their own way of thinking. They all have their own way they're
Right.
raised. Okay, so the reason why I make those posts, it goes back to what I was saying. I'm from where most people are from. And
Mm-hmm.
here's the truth, man. I'm striving to be a bigger pillar in the community. I have pastors that I counsel. That is crazy.
Right.
I have OGs that I counsel. That is crazy. Um, nah, it really is. But it's like
But they can
I'm
relate to you. So it's not
right.
really crazy though. So it's kind of
Speaking as
it
far
matches
as
with
the
them.
right, but when I say counseling them, it's like when you think of an OG or a pastor, they're at the top, they're at the pinnacle, they're
Right.
at the mountaintop with whatever side
Hmm.
they on, right? And I'm not at the mountaintop on either. I never reached the mountaintop on either as far as making it to OG status. You know what I'm saying? I'm no longer
Right.
active in the streets. Been inactive a long time. Um, but the reason, let me say something about these posts, man. Listen,
Yeah, baby,
listen.
cause
Yeah, it goes to what I'm saying now, and this is my perspective. People like Dr. Phil.
hmm
People like TD Jakes. You get what I'm saying?
yeah, the
But I'm not
Ayana.
Dr. But
Yeah.
I'm not Dr. Phil.
No,
I'm not TD Jakes. I'm Wayne.
no.
I'm Wayne. So pretty much what I'm saying is I have to be able to speak for all that I counsel because I have
Hmm.
like on my like for my business I counsel gay people, straight people, saved people, not saved. I don't turn anybody away because
Right.
my faith, you know, it's real. So I'm not in the room to judge anybody. You get what I'm saying? I'm not in the room.
Right.
I don't have. I'm not in a position to tell someone they're right or wrong in a sense. So, and because I know the real life, you know, trials and errors and you know consequences that I've truly faced, that I'm the least qualified to judge. You know what I mean? But
Right.
I'm the most qualified to counsel because I haven't been through what Dr. Philip T.D. Jakes has been through, but I've been through what most people have been through. So, you know, my posts will continue to come. Now,
Yes.
my posts will continue to come. Understand though, I'm not speaking for Wayne. Right because I'm not speaking for Wayne.
This is
Uh,
not your personal life. You
right.
are
This is not me. This is not my lifestyle. I'm not even dating.
right.
You know what I'm saying? I went back celibate a few days ago. You
Oh,
know.
wow.
Yeah, man. I listen. You
Where did
gotta.
that decision come from? Because we're going to just go ahead and get to relationship because that's what I see your posts really stem about
Hmm.
relationship, helping the men, helping the women, married
Right.
couples. Yes, let's get into that. Like, for one, what made you go sell it? Like, what would you tell another person that wants to make that same decision? Like, why? What's behind it?
To be honest with you, celibacy is a spiritual choice. Just
Mm-hmm.
just like fasting, you know, just like prayer and meditation. That is a spiritual choice. Outside of my spirit in relationship with God, I'm not fasting. I'm not, you know, I'm not going to be celibate. I'm not going to be praying and, you know, meditating. But on the physical side, you know, when you're building a house, you got to lay the foundation. You can't see
Mm-hmm.
the foundation. You can't you don't know you can't see it, but you know it's there. So what I'm saying
Mm-hmm.
is, when I had that Wayne's dating experience, and I put on there, you know, that the chick that was you know, seeking attention, flirting, right,
Mm-hmm.
but not really trying to give it to me at the time because I wasn't where, you know, she. And here's reality, and I deal with reality. You know,
Right.
women, and I be trying to tell guys so much that women are gonna make these posts, man. They're gonna do what they do. Is it truly them in their opinion? I believe yes, deep down it is. However, they still want to experience that with someone of high value, with someone of right.
Right.
So here's the truth. Not even a month after the counseling business started, you know, going in, she started talking to me.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah, and I ain't the type of cat to be pressed about a woman anyway, but I knew once she came back. And so really when I took out on a date, it was really to test my player, you know what I'm saying? Didn't really do much, try to, you know, and
Right.
things happen. So because that happened, spiritually I opened up a door.
Mm-hmm.
Spiritually I
Mm.
yeah, we're gonna talk about
A
it.
lot of men don't get that. They
Oh,
don't get like you have to tap into some women's spirituality, their mind. It's not all about physicalness. I know at the beginning it is, of course,
right.
human
Very
nature.
physical in the
We
beginning.
go, it's very physical, but there's more to it. And I like your approach with it because a lot of men, especially our generation, it's Netflix and chill. They're not trying to,
I
they
love
play the
Netflix and chill. I
but
love
they,
that.
what I'm saying. That to me, that's kind of like a negative kind of. They're trying to flip that to a negative connotation because Netflix
No,
and chill to some women come across as, oh, you just want to have sex. We're not really about to watch this movie. You're not trying to
you
get
wilding
to
right
know
now.
me.
You That's
But
not true.
that's how some women
That's
think,
how a lot of
though.
listen. Every woman wants sex. Every woman.
Yeah, but not. But
I,
when? When are we talking
I,
about
I,
it?
I'm gonna explain when, and I'm trying to help you because I'm gonna try to help everybody. In my perspective, this is just Wayne. I'm gonna speak for Wayne. You know, I only speak for me. I can't speak for other
That's
guys.
and I can only speak for Kat, so yeah, I get
I
it.
Okay. So listen, I'm the type of man that if you on your cycle, you can't come pull up and chill with me. And
Explain.
I'm telling you the truth.
Elaborate.
I'm glad.
Elaborate.
Yeah, I'm serious. Okay, listen, and this is for when I am, active sexually. Um, Here's the truth, man. You know how y'all women have little games and tests that y'all play to get your
Mhm.
ego boosted? Men have the same thing. So it's not necessarily the Netflix and chill isn't necessary, for sex. But we like to be optimistic with our playerism. You know what I'm saying? With our manners. We want you. See, here's the thing. Because deep down, the man is only invited and alone because somewhere inside that woman's mind, she finds him sexually attractive, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so, but what is she thinking? He has to behave a certain way before she gives it to him, right? He has to pass her.
But
I'm
that
listening.
standard's also for men as well.
Right,
Y'all are that's is real as well. Like I get what you're saying, and then also I want to make playerism and mannerisms. Those are two different things to me
but
because
they
I
go
don't want
hand in hand. But they go
to.
hand in hand. Ooh, ooh, wee. Listen to me,
How
because listen, I'm gonna tell you the truth.
manners and being a player, man. I want a man with manners. I don't want a man that's a player. Like,
Okay,
nah,
when
I
y'all,
don't
let me
want
give you my
that.
definition. Let me give you my definition because, and you gonna let me finish? You gonna let me finish?
I am. I'm sorry. Go
All
ahead.
right,
Go
all right.
ahead.
So listen, when you're dealing with the reality of manners and playerism, when I say playerism, it is the characteristics of a player, not necessarily the actions of him
Mm.
entertaining multiple women. It is his persona. It is his presence. Like a lot of places that I go, and especially lately, when I walk through the door, my presence is felt. You get what I'm saying? And it's not because I'm choosing someone. It's not
Hey
because I'm
y'all, I
trying.
see your comments. I'm sorry, they saying stuff. I see y'all. We're gonna get to the comments and the what
Right. So
y'all
let me finish this.
said.
Let me finish
So
this point,
yeah.
and then we can dive off. We can dive off into it.
Yeah.
All right. Because let me just say this. Let me just back my statement up. So when I say she can't come to my place on her cycle. I'm not saying I won't hang out with her on her cycle. I'm saying
Mhm.
we can go to a bar and get some drinks or something. We can go to dinner. I'm not ruthless like that. You know what I'm saying? However,
Right.
some women, and you know what I'm talking about, some women,
Okay.
they're so busy when they're not on their cycle. They're so busy, right? And then
Okay.
okay, so then but you want to pick and choose Wayne. Not literally. I'm just using me because I don't want to
Mhm.
talk about other men, right?
Right.
So it's like, yeah, you want to come get, you want to, now you want to come kick with me because you're on your cycle. Listen, you don't get, here's the truth. When a man doesn't tell a woman the truth up front, it robs her of her choice. It robs her of her innocence for
That I
that
agree
moment.
with.
Right. So in the man's perspective, when she comes over without saying, hey, I'm on my cycle, she knows deep in her mind she's supposed to test him. She's supposed to try to tease him. She's supposed to try to, get him riled up, right? So, but here's the
Mhm.
truth: men don't want their playerism robbed because that's really what it is. It's not about the sex per se. It's the principle of the optimistic, mindset that hey, there's a possibility, and that is all a man needs to know. There's a possibility. It could be today, it could be a year from now. The possibility is what he's on, right? So when she comes
Mhm.
over, there's when you're alone, let's just keep, we're grown. We don't got to go into details. We're grown, right?
Right.
So what I'm saying is for Wayne, and especially if I'm not, now I'm gonna say this, if I'm in a relationship with her, that's way different. Or if I've been dating her, that is way different. We're speaking about in general when you first start kicking it with someone. Y'all been on
Right.
one or two dates, stuff like that. Now, if y'all months in, a year in, there's a whole bunch of affection involved in that, regardless. So I'm not
Right.
speaking about all situations, but I'm speaking
You're
about,
talking about the beginning stage,
of
like
course, yeah, you're
dating
gonna
and
have to
all that.
wait. You're gonna have to wait when you till you and for me, you would have to wait until you offer that, or at least give me my option to choose first. See, because if you give me my option to choose first, then me saying you can come over no matter what took place, no matter what happens or don't happen, I was a part of this, that solution. So,
I like
uh,
how you brought that together. Somebody else said that because at first I thought it
yeah.
was gonna go this way, but I totally get that
Well,
because
it's like that.
I think that I kind of think like people should stop playing the game. Like just be authentic and honest with people. Cause you talk about like people don't want their playerism. I know it is a type of game, but honestly, for me, like you said, you can only speak for Wayne. For me, and I'm on social media, so he wouldn't mind. Me and my husband grew up together. Okay, he's a person that took my virginity, and we grew up together. We separated, got back together, whatever. But in adult life,
Ooh, child.
hello, in adult life, when we decided to get back together, as a woman, I had to realize my own worth and I set the bar a little bit higher than the past. So, because in the past, we was sneaking and geeking, not waiting, whatever. But as an adult, and I wanted something with foundation and
Mm-hmm.
sturdy, when he came back, he was like, "Oh, we're about to jump back to what we're used to." No, I want to be courted. No sex. I know that's like no
That's
spending the night. Let's build first because people also have to understand, which also in dating that I think a lot of people don't understand. People change every 10 years. If you're not evolving and changing in some type of way and you're just expecting somebody to stay the same all the time, it's not going to work. Me and my husband are completely different, even in our marriage. Like, we're not the same people that we were when we first started
okay.
at all.
Yeah, people change every day. Not 10 years. People change. I change every day.
Yeah,
I
that's
I,
true
I
too.
evolve every day. Whether and here's the truth. Whether it be in a good way or a bad way, people evolve.
Yes. Okay, when you are blowing the comment sections up, let me go back up. How y'all doing? Yolanda Williams says, know who you are, bottom line, the person, penis, or the promise, reality standard. Okay, we have three P's. And I know this person, we've talked on a personal level, so I would like to ask you this question. Most women, there's three P's.
Okay.
Which P did you use to get with the man that you're with? Was it the person? Was it
Oh,
the
excuse me,
penis?
man. Hold on. You got to rewind that.
For women,
Okay,
most
say
women
that.
get with a man,
Okay.
and it's three choices. It's three P's. You either got with this man because of his personality, the
Mhm.
person he is,
Mhm.
the penis, or the promise. Most
Whew.
women with their certain person because of the promise, and some of those promises were not met.
Right.
What do you say to women who are in relationships because of the promise and they're waiting for those promises
Ew.
to be fulfilled?
That's a good question. So listen, you asked the right man.
I know I did.
Listen, man. You know I'm gonna keep it gangster with you.
Keep it all the way 100.
All right. So look, physical attraction is very important, right? Okay.
Right.
And I tell men all the time, especially the ones that I deal with personally in counseling. Stop making promises to your woman. You get what I'm saying? Stop using promises when you're dating a chick. Here's the truth and reality. I deal with reality. I don't deal with feelings. You get what I'm saying? Reality is this. You can walk out that front door, gangster, and get shot and be gone. Like, my cousin, I got the news today. He's gone. Like, he's never coming back,
Mm,
right? Okay.
yeah.
And that's something that was out of his control. So how can me as a man who understand that my responsibility is to take care of, provide for, and lead. Leadership isn't easy. Leadership, especially with a feisty, spoiled woman, and I love those. But here's the truth. Here's the truth. But here's the truth. There's gonna be some days she's gonna have to just be mad. There's gonna be some days that she just ain't gonna want to give up the cat. There's gonna be some days she's gonna talk to you. The thing gonna be little. Your mama ain't.
Oh, they ain't
You know what I'm
nothing. You
saying?
ain't
Right,
nothing.
right. All of that, right. And so, but a real leader doesn't lead out of his emotions. Because if that was the case, then a woman should be leading. I'm not being disrespectful to gender. I'm speaking about
No,
the.
I get what you're saying.
Okay, right.
It's just a
So,
known fact.
because no, let me say this when I say that because I tell men all the time when I say women are emotional and period, it's not because y'all aren't logical or y'all aren't smart. It's because y'all are so logical and y'all are so smart
That
that
we get in our emotions
and will lay
about
it
the
down
logic.
and lay it down. You hear me?
I
Like
know I do.
will lay it down. But let me say this to the P's, the principle, the three P's. Listen, I've experienced all three, and the promise is really the least of my experiences. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Um, listen, when I I don't like to sound like I'm bragging, but we're talking. You know, this is an interview, so I'll be honest.
It's
Um,
about you, bruh.
yeah, I guess so. So
Oh.
listen, 85% of the women that I've gotten with, it was out of fear, it was out of pure lust. You know what I'm saying? It
Mm.
is very hard to see a beautiful woman and not think, wow, do something to that, right? Of
Right.
course, there's the cliche of, oh, I'm just admiring their beauty, or I'm just admiring his looks. I'm a human being first. You understand? I
Mm.
know what's going on in your mind, Shawty, when you're looking at me. And then look up here, because my eyes are up here. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Mm.
so physical attraction, sex, when you have sex, y'all are tying yourselves together emotionally, spiritually, whether you believe in God or not, whether you believe in the devil or not. Like
Mm.
when you have sex with someone, y'all exchange spirit. Like, have you ever been just riding around somewhere out of nowhere? You're married, let me speak for me. When I'm riding around somewhere,
Thank you.
no problem. So when we're riding around somewhere, I could be jamming some type of music, or I could be riding in silence, man, and out of nowhere, a chick I popped like 8 years ago, I pop up in my head. I ain't talked to her. I ain't seen her. I ain't even thought about her. And then that
But
moment
that
happens.
spirit.
That's that
Mm-hmm.
spirit. That is exactly what I'm speaking. That connection, that soul tie. And so, the more people have sex together, whether they're toxic, dysfunctional, you know, that bond is steady being strengthened. You have some good sex, man. It can extend a bad situation for years, man. Seriously, very much so.
Yeah, it can. But I'm also the type of person because I agree with all of that. Because, but when you say, I have to go back to that. When you say when somebody looks at you and you know what's going through their mind, you really don't think nobody can admire you without having like sexual thoughts about that person. For instance,
I'm
I'm gonna
not
just
gonna
put it
say
out
that.
there because me and my husband, we're honest with each other. This is too long for us to be faking and shaking with each other.
Straight up.
Um, so when we're out in public, I mean, he a man, he human. I'm not the only cute thing on earth. It's a plethora.
Right.
So it would be crazy for me to just be upset and angry with him because he notices another beautiful woman. Just because he notices her or he admires her, I don't think all the time that is, oh, I want to have sex with her. I can do things with her because for me personally, I can see a fine man. Yeah, he fine, he look good. But my thoughts aren't, ooh, I want to hit that. Ooh, I want to see what is. No, it's not always like that. That's a
All
fine
right.
man.
Let me clarify. What I mean by that is we black. So I'm gonna talk about black people.
Keep it 100. And yes,
Black people cannot hide their facial expressions about
that's true.
you know what I'm saying? So when I say I can peep out what it is, it's not about what you say. It's not about how you saying it. It's about your facial expression. I can read when it's just genuinely a compliment versus
Oh,
you
you
just
trying to make this happen.
you really just told me low key to hit. You know what I'm saying? Right. So what you're saying is it's definitely possible because I am that way as well. I just started doing WCW posts.
Mm-hmm.
Those women are attractive. That doesn't mean I want to sleep with them. You get what I'm saying? Now,
Right.
because here's the truth: everybody that is attractive, I'm not attracted to them. What makes me attract?
Mm.
This is for Wayne. I'm not speaking for all men. So some men might be like, I'm full of you know what right now.
Right.
But people call things from where they are. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That is why it's called an opinion. So for my opinion, what you said is very true. You can definitely, admire someone and keep it moving. Me personally, I stay away from admiring because there's a very thin line between
Mm-hmm.
admiring and lust.
Yes.
And once I lust, speaking for Wayne, I gotta have it. I'm gonna have it. You get what I'm saying? So,
Get that.
right,
I like that you said that because a lot of people, especially our generation, try to play those lines and they really don't be admiring. It's lusting, but they swear up and down, we're admiring. I didn't
right.
mean it that way, but it is that way.
Nah, for sure, for sure. It's definitely like that. I got women in my inbox that send me waves. You know what I'm saying? And
Oh,
I wave back whenever so long when I finally get a moment. I wave back. No big deal. Oh, I'm sorry, that was an accident. Oh,
no, it
okay,
wasn't.
all right, whatever.
No, it wasn't.
The game a little weak, but it's all good.
So let's go to your post the other day. The
Talk to me.
word boy in that message. I know that a lot of women are like, what is
Yeah,
he
talk
talking
about it.
about?
Let's talk about it.
Disrespectful.
Let's
You
talk about
mentioned
it.
like alpha and beta males.
Mm-hmm.
Break that concept down for us. Like when you beta men, what who are they? Who are they to you? And what is an alpha male? And why do you think that man in that text is a beta man?
Well, that's simple.
Okay.
Listen, you asked me like three questions in one.
Yeah.
So, all right, so let me just tell you the reason why the post was made, and I'll deal with the beta and alpha. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. When you okay, we're talking about people assumed, right, that I
Mm-hmm.
overlooked into it. People assumed that I was overanalyzing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But here's the truth: people read and see what they want to see. You got to pay attention to details. And I tell men all the time to understand a woman's nature. When you can understand a woman's nature, it doesn't matter if you understand her mind. It doesn't matter if you understand how to make her come. It doesn't matter if you understand how to make her smile for the moment. When you can understand her nature, you can balance and you can be 5 steps ahead of the curveballs that's coming, because men were made to have dominion over everything. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So let me say this. Let's just use you and your husband.
Mm-hmm.
If you agree, agree. If you don't, don't. And I'll figure out a way to freestyle something different. It's all good.
Okay.
Okay, so if since y'all married, if he would have hit you, pack your bags, we're going to Miami. If you don't want to go, what's gonna be your response?
My response is gonna be like, why? Where we go? What you doing? We need this.
Oh,
Whatever the
so
reason may be, I'm gonna say that. Like I'm not just going,
right. So do you
we're not.
think so? Are you saying that you not having a fresh hairdo will stop you from getting on the plane with your husband?
No, I'm gonna get on the plane. My fresh hairdo
Right.
is not,
So
you
here's
know.
here's what I teach men, and this is because I understand a woman's nature. Women are so beautiful, man, and y'all know y'all are. Y'all are so beautiful. Y'all curves, y'all cellulite, and all of that good stuff, right? But
Hmm.
men are so lustful with the eyes that he could see a drop dead beautiful woman and he'll lose his sense of direction. Notice, and this is what I'm talking about. Now I'm gonna bring it to beta.
Hmm.
See, a man, when I say alpha, it's not just about dominance and physicality. It's about being
Hmm.
dominant in your own mind. It's about being dominant in your own character. It's about being dominant in your integrity. It's about being dominant in the way you speak. It's about being dominant in the way you walk and act. It's about everything that lines up about you is dominant. So,
Hmm.
with that being said, if you have the courage and if you're dealing with a woman that's not, so here's my thing, that to me, and this is my opinion, that post, that little message, that wasn't his girl. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't his old lady. That wasn't someone who I
Why do you
believe,
feel that way?
because we just established that, because whether your hair is done or not, you know what I'm saying? If you with your man said pack a bag, are you gonna give him here's the truth. Why ain't your hair done? You know what I'm saying? Like, or I'm not saying, there can't be moments, or you know what I'm saying, but what I'm getting at is this. The boy and the excuse that she gave was her letting him down easy. And that is just what that is to me. Um, a woman can tell a man anything under the sun and the moon and the stars. And because she's so fine and because she's so beautiful and cunning, is because they're gonna believe it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's men that gets canceled on dates, so many dates, and they really thinking that her dog got sick or that her babysitter canceled or that
Hmm.
Now she last minute, 2 hours before y'all supposed to go, she got to go to work. Come on, man. Come
Okay,
on,
but
man.
I feel like that text and the situation you describe are two different things because when I say, because I did comment,
Yeah,
I
I
wasn't
saw that.
angry, but I was just like, I feel like you're looking too deep in it. One, the boy thing. Like the one lady said, if you're joking with your mate and y'all already, I know my husband's nature and he knows my nature, you know, I don't mean any disrespect by that.
So,
And so,
so,
but so what? So what you
so, what does
mean?
that mean? I'm sorry. Let me not be rude if that comes off rude.
No, you're not rude.
What good? Because what I'm saying is, listen, no matter
But see,
how.
also before you say that, let me finish my point. I feel like
Go ahead.
that comes down to the secure of each individual. Like, it's you shouldn't be upset if we're joking around because you know that I have respect for you out of my actions, out of the role that I play in your life. So words, yes, they have meaning, but if I when we're it's different factors in relationships. If we're at the beginning of a relationship, if you're dating and y'all don't know each other like that and you say that and that man says I don't like that, okay, yes. Now for married people, my husband know me and I know him. He know my triggers, he know my crevices, he know everything. So if we are in light and I say boy, he shouldn't feel no way because he should be secure in this relationship, period, and he should know I would never be disrespectful to my husband and vice versa me. And when it comes to the text, I don't think we that text shows or proves that he's the side dude, an alpha or a beta. Women are different. Everybody don't hold the same values and morals. Not making it wrong or right, but if she don't have, just because she said her hair wasn't done, I don't think that is an undertone for like, oh, I'm letting you down because I got like 4, 5 other dudes. Like, no, I'm just seriously saying my hair not done. But brother came back with, I got this plan. I got this. We didn't even see what her reply was to everything that he was saying.
Right.
As women, yes, it is for us to look good for our man. It is if we're going on a trip. I don't want to go nappy headed, but that don't make me just because I don't want to go nappy headed don't mean that I'm letting you down or you the side dude. That is a personal preference. And I feel like some people, we have to accept people for who they are because it take all types of people to make the world go around. What your relationship may not be for the next person. And that's why I felt like maybe you kind of like went to like dive like woo like deep you like deep with it. And
Yeah.
I
That's
think
what I
there's
do.
other deep issues in relationships than that aspect. Cause I think today a lot of dudes sometimes, and get me wrong, this is not a rude thing or
Don't go off too
coming at.
far because I need to say what something to all of that because you're going.
Yes,
All
no,
right.
but this is a conversation. We also got to keep up with the comments. I'm just like, this is a dialogue. Some of your posts, my opinion,
Mm-hmm.
and some of the things you say on your live sometimes to me comes off as women bashing because now we're in this era. Let me explain.
I'm listening still.
Now we're in this era of, yes, there are good dudes out here. Everybody don't want to be a player dog, whatever. Now it's good black men out here. But now black men are still, because this era has never changed, are still kind of saying like we play games, kind of putting us down, but not all women playing games. And y'all have to understand where, especially for black women, where we're at today, some of the problems we face have been because of black men and what you're putting the stress and your thoughts of what you're putting on us.
You
Like y'all can do
going
no
you going
wrong.
in. You going in.
It's I mean, this is what the viewers want. We're asking questions that people want
I
to see. All conversations are not liked,
I'm
but
only I'm
we
only I'm
want to talk
only I'm
about
only
it.
I'm only human, so I only can take up so much because I gotta answer all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, so we gotta pause a little bit. Let me rewind 2 minutes ago. So listen, when you
Okay.
said when you said that me and my husband are good. We got this and got that, and so he's secure and this, that, and the third. And then you said, but
But
if I say, boy, he needs to be secure because I respect him in my actions and all that. Listen, I'm not, like I said, so I'm a counselor, and
hmm
you saying I'm diving in deep. That is what I do. I dive in deep with everything, and let's keep it gangster. Women are deep creatures, and that's what most men seem to miss. And so, yes, I won't run away from what I said. I definitely believe he's a side guy, and if he has anything, any title, he would definitely be the side guy. And if he is the boyfriend or the husband, what explains his what gave me the interpretation that he's beta was the long essays that he was sending. You get what I'm saying? To
hmm
explain to his woman emotionally. He cursing at her,
hmm
you know what I'm saying? He's going off on her. Let people do stuff like listen, alphas don't force nothing. When I say betas, it is the needy scarcity mindset of, like, example, all these men out here that are crushed and damaged from their past relationships, those are betas. You get what I'm saying? Why? Because there are millions of women in the world. You get what I'm saying? And love comes
hmm
and goes. Relationships come and go. So I'm not saying that the routine of y'all being together is not gonna sting you or it's not gonna hurt you. I'm an alpha and I definitely have feelings and I'm in tune with them. But they do not run me. They do not control me. They do not dictate what I do. And if my heart is hurt, it is because my mind is allowing it to. You get what I'm saying? So
hmm
so you don't believe that the mind governs the whole body?
I mean, yes, the mind governs the whole body, but I think it's
No, but
unhumanistic to
nothing.
say that you
But
don't.
nothing.
Wait
There's
a
no
minute. Hold on.
buts.
Hold on. There is a but. In reality, there are buts because sometimes you're staying in a gray area and some things are black and white. Understand, it is
Huh?
unhumanistic to say that people don't act off of emotions or feelings. Yes, it's your mind, but your heart, like your feelings, sometimes that is not just also your mind. It's of the actions of other people, and perception is everything. Perception is key. I just feel
You're not listening.
like I am
You're not,
listening.
no. You,
We're
I
we're
let you
having a
talk for three
dialogue.
minutes. All right, so on your
Okay,
dialogue,
first
am
of
I
all,
allowed to interrupt?
let's yes, but let's pause. This
All right.
interview is for you. I mean no harm.
I'm not in my feelings.
If I'm asking three questions in a row because that's the reporter in me, the option is you can answer or you cannot, but you don't have to be kind of condescending, like you're saying, because if I'm talking a lot because this is an interview, but an interview is also a dialogue and we're just giving our opinions. So you don't have to put those disclaimers out of how long I've been speaking because I've let you speak and put your period there. And then I'm going to speak and put my period there. And then that's how we have dialogue. So I don't want you to take this any kind of way, brother, but
I'm not.
you get a little testy, and I'm trying to not be testy.
I'm
So,
okay.
I like your views. I like your point. I like everything you're saying, but I'm also giving a woman's perspective as well because there's other factors that I just think that you're not adding to it.
I don't. Man, listen. I'm not emotional about this interview. I'm really just trying to make the point of this. People. I'm not even gonna say men and women. People will justify everything. Justification is what's ruling my generation. Like what you said, you feel like I do a lot of women bashing. To me, in my opinion, I don't even have sides. I'm a neutral. I play neutral. I'm not afraid to tell a man. Like, matter of fact, let me say this. Most of my fans or followers are women, right? Publicly. So when I'm doing something to the men, most of the time, those are the amens. When I do something that says something to the women that they're wrong in, they're quiet. They're, you know, for the majority part. What I'm getting at is women are still grown-ups. Women still have choices. Yes, they're emotional. I won't knock that. However, when you can say, I feel like a lot of the things that we're going through is because of what the men did originally. I won't disagree with that, but you still have a choice, and you still have actions, and you still can be held accountable in some way on how, like, listen, my daddy wasn't there for me. My mom wasn't always there as a woman to help me be a good mother or be a better woman. But hey, I'm learning as I go. I didn't start off where I want to be, but I'm not where I used to be. You get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
What I'm speaking about comes from accountability. And my generation seems to run from accountability. And I used to be right at the front of that pack. You know what I'm saying? Definitely.
Hmm.
So when I'm saying, I believe, me personally, yes, men, because so many men are incarcerated, because so many men are in the streets, because so many men are, damaged from past relationships. Yes, the cause and effect part of that is, yes, now women have to be men of the house. Now women have to be fathers. Now women have to be, you know, mama and daddy. Now they have to be masculine. Now they're forced to be, more so alpha. You get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So what happens after
And
21?
sometimes I don't want that.
Well, I won't
I
say.
said not you, but
No, I'm just
some.
saying. I'm speaking
Yeah.
to that. Like, look,
Yeah.
I ain't. Listen, I ain't. Cat, we good. Like, I'm.
No,
Oh, okay.
I'm fine.
All
I
right,
would,
bet.
you know, we've had personal conversation. I'm making sure you're
Oh, for
good.
sure. Yeah, we definitely
Yeah.
listen. Yeah, for sure, we good. Listen, my skin is thick. I've been building this brand through social media. I wouldn't have never jumped off the porch with this if I was
Same.
sensitive. If I was sensitive, but yeah. So what I like to look at is reality. I say that all the time. Reality is,
Hmm.
yeah. After I just named all of that, reality is this though. It becomes hard for that woman when a real man enters the room, when a real man that she's been praying for, when the real man that she's been not seeking but waiting to enter, right? And let's be real, women are chasing time. Y'all have your own little bucket list from when you're a little girl all the way up to
You're
your
right.
50, right?
Hmm.
So this makes the woman anxious to where she's accepting the original guy. The guy that's original, he's got charm, but she ain't tested him yet. You get what I'm saying? She doesn't really
Hmm.
know. Okay, well, when a real man enters, how can she tell the difference? She won't be able to because she's only focused on her bucket list. She's only focused on what she's been through. She's only focused on, what it's looked like in her experience. So this is a woman that's damaged. So we have so many damaged men and women that they'll blame everybody, including God, until the day they die.
Not
Until,
themselves.
right. See, and
Okay.
I'm not trying to be funny. The only thing that I can say that I know women took harshly is when I said is when I said, women aren't really held accountable. It's hard to hold a woman accountable. It is very hard. And I can explain what I meant because this is an interview now.
Yeah.
Men are weak when it comes to women. Men will lay down their principles. They'll lay down their dang on child for another woman. Like, you get what I'm saying? Men are crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, you get a certain man that's not, strong in leadership. He hasn't been led himself, right? There's a whole bunch of
Mm.
cycles with the ball being dropped with our men.
Mm.
So what I'm speaking on is, it's so when, even if he does try to hold her accountable, you know, if he's not used to a woman like, because there are alpha women. You get what I'm saying? Like, and
Hmm.
then even women that aren't born definitionally by, nature to be alpha, the
Right.
same circumstances that I just spoke about has forced them to take that role. So when a man tries to come in and give some advice, simple advice, he can get cut smooth out. He can, you know what I'm saying? Like, he can get, he can get talked to a little crazy. He can get a list of, he can get the, I got a thing that I say that my mama, she had a list of speeches. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes.
depending on what I did, I knew, but after I get beat up, because she definitely was dropping me, there was gonna be a speech involved with that.
Of
And
course.
women, black women especially, and y'all know I love my sisters, and I love my sisters to death. But
Yes.
y'all have different speeches. Like, I could say, "Hey,
You
what's up, little mama?
right.
What's up, little mama? How you doing, little mama? I'm grown. I got my bills. I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is this,
Yeah.
and that is the spirit, and that is the same spirit that damaged, battered, scared women are dealing with new good men. Some of these men are really good. But those
They
are the
are.
one. But those are the ones that get stepped on. Those are the ones, that get treated, talked to crazy because, okay, I grew up around people selling dope and robbing niggas, right?
Hmm.
So until I moved to the suburbs, I'm not gonna say move. Until I experienced somebody from the suburbs who could understand that, I thought the suburbs was wrong. You get what I'm saying?
Mm.
When you're raised a certain way around a certain environment for so long, your brain doesn't doesn't separate right from wrong in that subject. You have people that real life think that it is okay to sell dope and hustle and rob and jack and hit licks and scam to get by.
Yeah.
I'm not judging. Listen, I've
No.
been a part of most of that, so I'm not judging.
Most
But
definitely.
right, but in reality, you're gonna it's
It's
selfish to your kids, it's selfish to your family, you're gonna it's selfish to yourself, you're gonna be incarcerated, dead, right? So
right.
I encourage people not to settle, but I also encourage people to be ready. Like, relationships are, even not just marriage, relationships, engagements,
Right.
all of that stuff is just as important. How you practice is how you play. You get what I'm saying?
So I guess my next question would be for those damaged men and women, what is the steps to fix that, to fix themselves before they enter a relationship, or when that person that is right for them come along? What is the process? Because if we're in a spot where we're not taking accountability, where do they start to change those damages? Because I agree with you on that, on all of that you just said. I agree with that, and I can be a testimony to that with my own relationship. Like I said, even in our marriage, we had to put God back into the center of it. There were certain things that eventually I had to let them be like, it's me, it's not him. I just don't, I'm not used to this. And
Facts. Facts.
I'm deflecting because I'm an alpha male. I'm the type of woman, if I have to ask for it more than once, I'm not, I'm gonna go get it myself.
You
And I
shouldn't
have
have
to
to
go to
ask more than
premarital.
once. You
But
shouldn't have to
look,
ask
I
for
had
it
to
more
go
than
to
once.
premarital counseling. But then again, I had to go to premarital counseling and hear from my husband. Sometimes you're like, you don't need me, and like, just it may slip up. He, as a black man and as men, period, especially black men, he has a lot on his plate, not just wife and daddy
Talk
and
to it.
society and
Mm-hmm.
everything. And for me, I had to step out of that thought process of, okay, yeah, I asked him once, but maybe his mind may be somewhere else. He's not meaning to drop the ball in this. You also have to understand that we make mistakes. But as an alpha woman, I was just like, oh, he'll give a fuck. He don't want to do it. I ain't gonna ask more than once. I'm gonna do it myself. But if I'm doing everything for myself, what I need my husband for?
Who we that's heavy. So listen, um, Chris Rock said something a little while back, and it just sticks with me because it's reality. I deal with reality. So only
That's a
pets.
t-shirt, bro. Cause you say that a lot. That's a t-shirt. Just go ahead and put that on a t-shirt.
Hey, I got a lot of
I
things.
do.
Hey, I got a lot of things. I got a lot of things.
Reality.
I got a lot of things coming with the t-shirts. Just you're gonna see it. You're
Yes.
gonna see it. But listen, only women, children, and pets are loved unconditionally,
Hmm.
right? So men are only loved under the condition that they can provide something. You all right? Now listen, I'm not saying, and I love when independent women who claim it's not just about the money and all of that. No, listen to what I'm saying as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
This is in general. This is in general, and back it up biblically. A man that don't work don't eat,
Hmm.
right?
Amen.
So I'm not speaking as this to be a knock. I'm speaking that when you say your husband battles things besides just your marriage and his job, I'm speaking to men, period, not just black men,
Right.
but especially black men though. Let's get that out there, especially
Mm-hmm.
us brothers. We're held. Listen, it's crazy because the world has the foot on our necks, right? We got our foot on each other, right? As black men,
Hmm.
right? Okay, and then we don't lead, man. We don't lead. But listen, we make excuses. When I say
Mm.
excuses, I don't just speak that to women. We make excuses. But in reality, and here's the reality to what you're saying. Reality is this: it's never gonna change, bro.
Yeah.
So that's what I speak to with what I was saying when I said it's when you say but. I was always brought up saying whenever you say something and you use the word but, words have meaning. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you say but, it cancels out everything. So what I'm saying, when you can, a man can say, "Man, I got this and that," but no, don't but that, bro, because then your mind is gonna let you think that that is okay. Listen,
Just drop it.
my father didn't raise me. My biological father didn't raise me, but I made it anyway. You get what I'm saying? You see
Mm.
what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
so when you say but, it cancels out. So yeah, a lot of men are horrible to women. First of all, a lot of these men didn't even have their fathers. They never seen an example. A lot of men was raised by their mothers, aunts, grannies, lady figures. So a lot of men are feminine,
Mm-hmm.
which gives them that beta male mind state. Because most women, when they're in love, what do they do when y'all break up? Y'all act needy. Y'all act emotional. You cry. You pout. You stalk. You lurk. You do drive.
Whoa, what women's are these? When I broke up,
Oh
I
well,
cried.
we're talking
Was
about in
stalking.
general. We're talking about in general. Like,
I know, I'm just playing like stalking. Ladies, don't do that. Just don't do that. Please don't stalk my man if he break up
listen,
with
man.
you.
I done had some. You ever
Ooh.
mess with some? I done mess with some
Lip.
Tauruses, man. Some
See, my
Tauruses and
husband
some
a Taurus.
Leos and some Leos, man. Ooh, wait, man.
Nah,
They gonna do
Osh
that pull
Craven
up.
wants to be in the video. Osh, if you have a question, comment, sweetheart. This is a one-on-one interview with Mr. Dewayne. If you have something to say, love, put it in the comment
Little
section and we
bro.
will read it.
Little bro. But yeah, so the society. So men, when I say beta versus alpha, they're both men.
Hmm.
Okay, so let's talk about alpha women. Y'all come prepared since you was born. Right? No, this is reality.
You know it is.
Reality is you can like a man. I mean, really like him, really want him. But if he's not passing your tests, if he's not jumping off them charts, no matter how much them feelings, and you get what I'm saying, you're gonna fall
Yeah.
back. Now your like for him and the potential you could see in him or do see in him is what bring you back months later to check on him. Like, how you been? Stuff like that to see if something's changed. Well, that's what I'm speaking on. Y'all will go live your life. Y'all will go date other men. Y'all will go experience life. Y'all don't sit at home every day thinking, I wonder what.
I like him.
Right. But see,
No, we
men,
don't.
a lot of men aren't built that. I'm not being funny. A lot of men aren't built that way. A lot of men can be with a woman for a year, 4 months of
Hmm.
consistency, and she walk away, and he is real life devastated. He is real life damaged. He'll start making a whole bunch of women ain't stuff posts.
Hmm.
He'll try to sleep. He'll try to have sex with every chick to keep it, off of. No, like that is. See, you ask how does people get away from breaking that cycle of being damaged?
Hmm.
You can't do that with your willpower. You can't do that
Mm.
on the strength, and you can't do it emotionally because they're already damaged. You can't do it
Mm.
just with your mind. Like, listen, I can say right now, I'm gonna get out here and do 300 push-ups straight. That is the will that I'm thinking that I have, right?
Right.
But reality is,
I'm about to do 100.
until, I mean, well, reality for me, yeah, I could probably do like 85, 90, but 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 in retrospect, once my body started experiencing like, and this is key for us too. A lot of us feel like when we're looking at someone else's situation that it couldn't be us. It wouldn't be us.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? But in reality, you don't really know what you really will do.
Unless you win it.
I started.
It's echoing.
I yeah.
It was good. It was no echo.
Say something now.
What's up? It's bad.
All right. What about now?
It's good. Like you're good on my end.
Nah, it's not on my end.
Uh-oh. Hold on. It's good. We
Hold
almost
on.
done, y'all, but I
All right.
gotta
What
give
about
you.
now?
It's good. You're good.
Nah, it's not on my end.
Uh-oh. Hold on.
And then
Hell
repeat.
yeah. It's good. We almost done, y'all, but I
All right. What
gotta
about
give
now?
you. All right, before the connection starts messing up, I just got one more like question and like a big question because you were talking about it, and then we're gonna do this more, guys, because I like Dwayne a lot and what he says. So there'll be more interviews with him. Can you hear me?
I hear the past too.
Okay. Ah.
Just keep
Um.
going. Just keep going.
Okay. My question is, can a woman be with a beta male while he's transitioning to an alpha? Like, is there change there? Can a beta change to an alpha male? Like, for those women that don't like that give the beta men a chance, that because I don't think there's nothing wrong with the beta man. Like you said, they're damaged. They have to, but sometimes it also takes a woman to like help them to that transition, guide them, also themselves. Could that be? Can that happen? Mm-hmm. Sorry, y'all, we having technical dish coronavirus.
So in reality, beta males are usually yes men. They have no spine. They have no leadership. They have no guide. A woman initially will be attracted to a man just because he's a man,
Mm-hmm.
and it's only when she perceives that he just has money or he just has looks. It is very hard for a woman to lay down all her options who are, these guys to be alphas. Like, ordering their food, buying them clothes. Like the stuff that the guy did in that post was good, but being overly emotional is not healthy. Two emotional people can't have a real conversation. Um, Two people that are, I still hear myself too. Let me unplug this.
Go ahead.
Two people. Dang, hold on. I'm gonna get out of here and join back. That might help, right? I still hear myself too. Let me unplug this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it
might.
might. Go ahead.
So let's see. We're gonna wait. Thank y'all for tuning in and listening. It's been a good interview. Listen, Webster, you're so beautiful. Skin just glowing. Okay, thank you, girl. Let me see that. Okay, he coming back now. Starla. Okay,
All right, what that is all right.
now it's good.
Okay, so yeah, thank God. So listen, yeah, because I was getting frustrated.
Yeah,
So,
man.
um, yes, okay, it depends on the woman. If the woman is not an alpha woman, if the woman is not an alpha woman, then yes, she can, work with him and be patient with him as he transitions. But
Hmm.
alpha women, and remember, most women now are alphas, whether they believe it or not, because of the roles that they play. Single parents that play both positions have to swallow their emotions and their tiredness, and like you get what I'm saying? Like everything that
Hmm.
comes with a man's responsibility, most women are having to swallow that. And over time, it conditions them to think and feel like men. You get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So, yes, if she's okay, let me give you a better example. So, if you got three chicks in the club, I'm explaining to
Hmm.
you what alpha women and the other women. Okay, so now I know most women don't go to the club to cheat or do nothing crazy, stuff like that, right? We both know that.
Right.
All right.
Right.
However, let's say the alpha woman, there's always a leader of the pack. Even in men, there's always going to be a leader that has more
Yeah.
influence over the other two or the three, right? And that's just
Right.
reality. Okay. If that alpha woman is like, man, I'm chilling tonight, and she just with her girls by themselves, right? Man, I'm chilling tonight. I ain't gonna cheat on Bay. I'm being good today, right? Those her followers, her friends, they're like, okay, you know what? Me too, right? But if they
Right.
see, that leader bopping, getting toes on, accepting free drinks, twerking it, popping it, what is that? WAP, all of that, right? All right, cool. Then the other, so listen, what I'm saying. If Because listen, I believe that people's perception of alpha can be different because people call things from where they are.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna say this: a lot of women accept crap from men because they're tired of being lonely. They're tired of just sleeping in the bed alone. Baby girl, you got to be in it for deeper than just sleeping. You know what I'm saying? For not sleeping alone,
Okay.
because this man comes with a lot of baggage, whether it be kids, whether it be, he has generational curses. He has, other things that he come with besides good penis,
Mm-hmm.
but besides good top, you know. Um, so it definitely depends on that woman and her perspective and perception of what she considers love, right?
Right.
Okay, yeah. So next question, Shawty. That we back good. I'm gonna hold the
We
phone.
are back good. I just
Yeah.
now like want you to like tell people on here like how where can they reach you at? What are your counseling services? What's your prices? What do you have coming up? Like looking into Dewayne. What's going on with Wayne's counseling?
All right, so look, I have a business page on Facebook, Wayne's Counseling and Guidance 101. My prices are the best in the United States. I charge $25 for 30 minutes. I charge
Ooh,
I charge $50 an hour. When I get my building, price going up.
of course. Charge your
Right.
worth.
All right. So
Yes.
and I help, like I said, I help single, and that price 25 for 30 is for single and couples. Now, when I still jug the city though, because when I have three or more people, I consider that a group session, and I'll
Mm-hmm.
charge $50 for 30 minutes, and then I'll charge $100 an hour. But that group can be from 3 to 10 people in one session. Like, yeah, definitely. And I don't want to sound arrogant or anything, but I freestyle all those lives. Like, I'm giving y'all the messages of TD Jakes and Dr. Phil, but I'm just giving it to you from my experience and
Layman's terms.
and my
Yeah.
educational background and my professional, you know, background. But at the same time, that is why it is unique for me to, this business is very unique. I've been in conversation with a city official this past week,
Mm,
waiting on that date to be confirmed for our virtual Zoom conversation. I'm
right.
not trying to go into politics, definitely not.
No.
Someone slid them some information with me on it, and I'm not gonna, cap it. I was
I
like,
wonder if it's a
okay,
city official that I know.
I don't know.
We'll talk
We
about
can
it
talk about it.
outside
Yeah,
here.
right, right.
Outside here.
But
Right.
but yeah, honestly, I do this every day just because people pretend to be okay. People pretend that they okay. Like, listen, I'm one of the stiffest guys ever to be born. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely,
Right.
you know, down to earth. I'm definitely very real. Nothing weak about Wayne. You know what I'm saying? I too need counseling. I have a counselor. You know
Mm,
what I'm saying? So
right.
don't look at it as I don't want to go see Wayne to talk to Wayne. No, you need to come see me faster than anybody because not only probably have I been through it, I can show you how to get out of it. The other counselors, not trying to talk down on their businesses or anything, they'll let you pay them $300 an hour and sit there and write the whole 30, 45. You know what I'm saying?
And
And
not care.
right. And see, when you get with me, we gonna go to work. I'm gonna roll my sleeves up. We gonna hold hands. During the spiritual session, we gonna pray. I'm gonna remind you who you are and whose you are. If you're not saved and spiritual, spirituality still governs the whole body. So I don't have to
Hmm.
say God says this to help you reach a better you. You get what I'm saying? So you can I have an email, Wayne's Counseling and Guidance 101 at gmail.com. I have an Instagram at Dewayne Smith 38. I'm about to
If
make a
y'all
second.
missed all of this, this will be posted also on my YouTube channel. I will have all his links and everything. So y'all be able to go to this interview again. So don't worry, we will have that info for y'all.
I also have a YouTube channel too. Wayne's Counseling Guidance and 101 is the YouTube channel. I don't really like, so when I upload videos to YouTube, it takes so long, and I get
Oh,
frustrated
I know.
because I'm not really good on with technology, so to speak.
Yeah.
So I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I'll be in my little comfort zone in this Facebook, But I'll get out of that, and I'll just have
Do
to.
what works for you. I don't think that's a problem though. I think what you're
Right.
doing is dope. I mean, everybody has to find their own little niche. I want to say is I love that you're counseling because we don't have it's so taboo in the African American community. In these past couple of years, the community has been talking about conversations that should have been had years ago. And I like the fact that you bring them up, you're talking about it. Mental health is important. I like
Very
the fact
much
that you
so.
said that even yourself needs counseling. I need counseling. I talk to my pastor. I have mentors in my life. That's who I get my counseling from. And reading my word as well. So I love that because people tend to think you're crazy. I used to not tell people like what I'm going through because to me, I sound crazy. I think I'm losing my mind. And then when I finally do get it, I was like, oh, well, I go through it too. You're not alone. A lot of people, and I just like the fact
I
that
don't. I
you're
don't think that.
honest.
I don't think it's that. I really, real life, believe that people know that they need help, but the courage. It takes
Mm.
courage, and here's another reality that I deal with. People just really care about what other people think. I
Whew.
mean, and there's no other way to put that. For me, I know when I started this, I was like back and forth with a guy, like, listen, do you know what I done did? You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I've
I'm
been
not
out here doing?
qualified.
You know what I'm saying? Right. However, in his ways, his ways are not our ways, his thoughts are not our thoughts. And when I got out the way and started being obedient, started making amends with as many women, because it's definitely women, as I could before
Mhm.
counseling, because I didn't want no, crazy little story to get out, nothing crazy like that.
That's not what you said, but yeah,
Yeah,
I
right. But
get
it's like
that.
I did my part. Like 4 out of 7 of them, forgave me. A few of them, still ducking, and that's
I
between them
applaud
and.
that though. I applaud that you like did that.
Well, like I said, it's the
'Cause,
foundation. How you lay your foundation is real. You know, like let's keep it real. And we talking to each other, but we know the world is watching.
mhm.
People that know me and you, like that grew up around us with us,
Yeah,
they don't really care, so to speak, about what we're doing, right?
because of our past.
Or just because personally they know us. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And it's like, their perception about us hasn't been changed in their mind, and that is okay.
Mhm. Mhm.
It's only going to be once the rest of the world talks about Cat Simone's Digest that you're going to get those inboxes. I'm so proud of you, whoop de woo. And so,
Most definitely.
but here's what I'll be laughing at, and this is, I don't know how it is for you. So I don't know what it is, but I'm talking about my stories be, 13, 1400, right? Going up and starting to write my story, just stories. Nothing important, but it's like, it just shows you people are watching you. You know what I'm saying? And me
Yeah.
personally, I know you can watch a lie without showing them that you're watching. So I'll never let that
Yeah.
bother me. I'll never let it bother me. But I do want to let them know as well, like, if you're gonna care about what people think as an adult, as a 30-year-old, as a close to 30-year-old or over 30-year-old, like, what are you teaching your children? A lot of us have children.
Right.
A lot of us um, have our own feelings, yes. But starting this business was the best thing for Wayne, because now look at today. Like today, I lost my cousin, and because of this business, I have to hold myself accountable to not respond how I would have normally responded, how it would have
Mm.
been 3 years ago. You get what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So when you
Yeah.
have when you accept certain roles and responsibilities, like example, I'm counseling pastors. You know what I'm saying? They have, hundreds of people coming to their church to get fed by him, and
Counseling.
he's coming to me, right?
Mhm.
But that's all through God, right? I have OGs. How can I tell my big homie the other day, don't go and do that? Don't go and do it that
Yeah.
way. How can I tell that pastor, stop trying to use your strength? Stop trying to, do it on your own. Follow the blueprint that God, you know what I'm saying? How can I tell these
Right.
people that, but then I won't stand on that when it's really tested? Because only when you're
Mm.
really tested is when you can say, "Oh, I'm above that."
Yep.
You can't say, "Oh, I don't got an attitude problem," and then anything can flip your switch. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Only when you get tested and you remain calm can you say, "I don't have an attitude problem." You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So, um,
I can agree to that.
I appreciate what you got going though. I'm proud of you. Like,
Thank
The
you.
Telemundo. I started
Ah,
Telemundo like
I
that.
can totally attest to like what you're saying. Like my views are still going up, but it's been a lot of growth for me. I
But
used
it's
to
normal to be
care.
discouraged. It's normal to be discouraged.
Yeah,
It's normal. It's normal. Listen,
I haven't always been the easiest person to get along with. This I know. I used to care a lot what people thought about me, and till I actually had to change that mind process. And once again, I'm a spiritual person as well. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus, Kingdom way. Um, when I It's a different way of not caring what people think about me. I care to a point because I am trying to be a public figure,
right,
but I also had to, for me, I had to change how I respond to show my true growth. And the only example I can use was a couple of weeks between me and another public figure, Susie. You know, I just really gave an opinion on something, and she thought, I came at her, and it was kind of like I was beefing with her, and she said I could have hit her up. I
right.
took her words for what they mean. I did message her privately because I am not a person that speaks, oh yeah, da 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 da. I am straightforward. I can be a little loud sometimes. I'm loud when I'm happy. I'm loud when I'm mad. I'm
Right.
loud when that's just me. And so I do feel like I've gotten to a
Mm.
point now that people are seeing the real me. When you say people hit you up in your inbox, I have people that in high school did not like me. We are moving from associates to friends. Like, because even me, I had to go back to some friendships and right my wrongs. I was completely wrong in that situation. I value you as a person. So just like you're saying, the growth and just not
Man,
caring.
let me help you too. Let me say this to you, because when I seen that post one time, I was like, man, and I understood you. I understood you because I've only been doing this a couple of months, almost 3 months. Let me give you a little bit of perspective. See, in high school, I was popular. You know what I'm saying? I was on football freshman year, basketball freshman year, sophomore, choir, step team.
Yeah.
I performed at talent shows. You know what I'm saying? I'm dancing with
Yeah.
my boys, getting these girls,
Yeah.
hitting all these guys C's and G's, right?
Yeah, that was
And
me.
even, but hold on, watch this. But even as recently as a month ago, a few have. But I want to show you something. People will give you an excuse and say, "I just been on my grind. I just been trying to do this." That's not it. But it's not. It's like, here's what help. And here's my thing. I've never been mad when it was somebody else's turn before Wayne's, because when you can appreciate greatness, that is when you unlock the greatness inside of you. A lot of people don't see it
Mm,
that way. When you can appreciate someone being real and open and vulnerable, because that's what we're doing. Right.
right.
Right. Okay. So for real. So that's when you're able to lock into, hey, God did it for him. God don't have no respect of persons. If you abide by what he say, he'll do it for you too.
Mm-hmm.
It probably won't be counseling. It probably won't be to be in everybody's face all the time, every day on social media. And you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, your path, your destiny, unlock it. And that's how you start off unlocking that. You have to go to God. Like, you have, like,
Mm,
that's my interpretation of everything. Really,
yes.
you can't really be an alpha man until you know, and you go when you go to the alpha and omega. You get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So for me, that's just my take on it. I appreciate those people though, because you know how y'all are. You know, when you at work, you at work.
Yeah. Yeah.
So look, when Council Wayne clock out, I'm Dewayne. Yeah,
Hmm.
I still carry myself in public a certain way. I move way different, because here's the reality, and it's just for me because of my past experiences. And I'm not scared. I'm not scared, because honestly, me losing my cousin this morning, it's lit a fire inside of me. I've been crying all morning. It's lit a fire inside of me, and
Yes.
he was so proud of me. And so really, now I gotta go all the way hard for the big homie, right? But listen, like, look at it like this: whenever you deal with humans, you got to remember it's a
Yeah.
spiritual warfare. It's a spiritual
Mm,
warfare. All right. What am I saying? When people start to unlock their true destiny into figure out what it is that they're really meant here to be. It is normal and supposed to be the way that it is right now. The people that aren't messing with me, it's supposed to be that way. Listen, if everybody was on my team right now, the whole city was just rocking with me right now, what I really know how to handle it, you get what I'm saying? What I really
Mm-hmm.
appreciate,
Right.
the heart, you get what I'm saying? See, whenever
I'm where
God,
I'm where I need to be.
right,
I'm where he wants me to be.
right. See, whenever God really puts you in position, even sometimes, like I'm talking about business ideas, starting businesses, people
Mm-hmm.
that are afraid. Look, when you have really a seed planted in you by God, it is supposed to be attacked by your peers, by your mamas, by your daddies, because they not God. First of all, they not
Mm-hmm.
God. So they only gonna help you from their perspective. Now, I don't see that working. I don't see that taking off like that. I don't. That's you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm me, and God is God. So yes, it takes definitely consistency to do your part. But see, you're not supposed to do your part. You gotta do God's part. You just gotta do your part. And so I want to tell
Mm-hmm.
you that you're doing your part. When I see something like that I really like, I'll be sharing it. I'll share it. Like I'm not,
Yeah.
I'm not the kind of guy like. But I just want to encourage you that because I'm still gonna be here for those people that ain't messing with me right now because that is my profession. I'm a counselor, and guess what? Even if they don't like it right now, keep living. I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? Keep living because I'll be here. And when you ready, I ain't got no. Listen, I'm so man enough. I'll let some people that I know don't like me pay me $25. Come sit down and talk to me for 30 minutes and tell me how much you don't like me. I'm man enough to do that. And guess what?
Hey,
and
same
it's and
here.
it's
We can
and
have
it's
an
gonna
interview
help,
about it.
right? And listen, and I'm gonna listen to you, and I'm gonna really dive in deep. You know what I'm saying? And it'll be healthy for that person. People
Right.
wait, like I saw this video, this live a couple of days ago, and I'm make this quick. He was some gay stuff. I don't know what it was really, but people were
Understand.
calling him gay, right? Man, I seen people. Man, listen, this man went like viral, right, on Facebook Live. People literally took time out their day, their busy schedules, right, to bash him, to whatever. And I'm not judging because I don't really care, but I'm just saying that
Right.
this is the type of people that we come from and the type of people that we grew up around. Like people, like hot side is one thing, uh, roasting is one thing,
But
but it's
tearing
it's it's
down
the
is
motive of it.
another.
It's the motive of it.
Yeah.
Like I deal with reality. Motive is this. What is your motive for tearing them down? You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Is it big? Yeah, you glad it's somebody for once that you don't have the pressure on you? Like you get what I'm saying? Like I dig deep
Right.
in sessions. Like we can dig that. We can leave that alone. But I'm just saying that you have real life people out here, but they're spirits, and this is why it offends us. Like I'm saying us because when some of my partners started leaving my inboxes on red and started, being, I'm like, hey, gangster, what was it good
What's
last week?
happening?
What good?
Yeah.
What cracking? You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
look,
Um, I didn't mean for it to end like this, but I just wanted to give a quick shout out to Dewayne for coming on and talking with me like again. Also, thank you to all my fans and followers who helped me get to 100 subscribers. We're actually at 105. I'm trying to put together a fundraiser right now. To the next number is 500. I believe that we can get there. So keep posting, keep sharing. I'm gonna keep coming up with this hot content. Okay. So I hope y'all are having a great Saturday. I hope you have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys later.